Hello, my name's Kevin Patton and I'm a therapist in Hackney. We may not have caused our problems, but we do have a responsibility to change things for the better. As part of our self-care, exercise is a great way to feel better, sleep better, and start taking our lives back. Keep it real. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. This is the 9th session in the program. We'll begin the session in a few minutes, but first we're going to spend some time coming into the room and getting ready to work. Take a moment to make yourself comfortable. Separate your hands and put your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes. Recline back comfortably in your chair and become aware of the sensations in your body. Adjust your position to make sure that you are sitting completely at ease. In a few moments, I'm going to help you become more aware of the contrasting sensations between tension and relaxation in your muscles so that you can spot tension in daily life more easily as soon as it occurs and learn to relax more deeply. The goal of tension release is to become more aware of how you're using the muscles of your body so that you can only tense the parts of your body that you're using and expend as much energy as you actually need during your daily activities or in difficult situations. You'll be asked to tense different groups of muscles in turn. Try to keep relaxing the rest of your body while you do so. When you're asked to tense muscles, you don't need to go overboard, just tense them moderately enough to be able to feel the sensation in the muscles you're using at the time. Most people are capable of learning to relax their muscles much more deeply than they normally do. That's because even when you think you're completely relaxed, there's normally a residual level of contraction or tension that remains. The best way to go beyond your normal level of relaxation is to begin first by tensing the muscles, studying very closely how that feels. The practice by tensing and releasing systematically, you will learn to become much more aware of what your muscles are doing, and you'll be able to relax them much more deeply than before. Some people fall asleep while relaxing, especially if they're lying down. That's natural. It's okay if it happens. Just focus on learning to relax as deeply as you can. It doesn't matter whether you fall asleep or not. By learning to become more aware of how you use your muscles, you will potentially achieve many different benefits. You'll be able to reduce physical and mental symptoms of stress. You may also find that your health improves in certain ways. You will be more able to cope with situations that you have felt nervous or tense in the past by remaining relaxed when you think about them or actually face them. So begin by focusing on your body, and we'll start the main exercise. Now turn your attention to your left arm. Make your whole arm rigid and clench your left fist as tight as possible. Study the sensations in your hand and forearm. Let go completely. Relax your hand and your arm and rest in a comfortable position. Keep letting go and notice the difference between tension and relaxation in the muscles you are using. Now, for a second time, clench your fist, tense your whole arm while you really study the feelings of tension. Good. Now relax your arm completely and notice the contrasting feelings of relaxation again. Now turn your attention to your other arm, your right hand and arm. Tense your one arm rigid, clench your fist as tight as is comfortable. Study the sensations in your hand and forearm. Now let go completely, relax your hand and arm, letting them rest in a comfortable position. Keep letting go and notice the difference between tension and relaxation in the muscles you were using. Now, for a second time, clench your fist and tense your whole arm while you really study the feelings of tension. Good. Now relax your arm completely and notice the contrasting feelings of relaxation again. Now shrug your shoulders, drawing your shoulders up towards your ears. Focus on the muscles you're actually tensing. Now let your shoulders drop down limply. Relax your body completely. Notice the contrast as you release your neck and shoulder muscles. Now, for a second time, shrug your shoulders up high and notice where your muscles actually tense. Good. Now let them drop back down. Relax your neck and shoulders completely. Now wrinkle your forehead muscles, raise your eyebrows high and wrinkle your forehead. Notice where the muscles actually tense. Good. Now let your eyebrows drop back down. Let your forehead become smooth. Let go completely. Now for a second time, raise your eyebrows and wrinkle your forehead. Notice where the muscles tense. Good. Now let your forehead become smooth. Let go completely. Now to continue to focus on your forehead. This time squeeze your eyebrows together as if you're frowning at something. Notice where the muscles are actually tensing. Good. Now let your forehead become smooth and relax the muscles completely. Now for a second time frown, draw your eyebrows together. Now let your forehead become smooth. Go completely. Now squeeze your eyes tightly shut. Notice where the muscles are actually tensing. Good. Now relax your whole face. Relax your eyes completely. Notice the contrasting feelings as you release the tension. Now for a second time, squeeze your eyes tightly shut. Now relax your eyes and face completely. Now push your lips tight and clench your teeth. Notice where the muscles are actually tensing. Good, now relax your whole face. Relax your lips, your jaw. Notice the contrasting feelings as you release muscles completely. Now for a second time, purse your lips, clench your teeth. Now relax your whole face, relax your lips and jaw completely. Turn your attention to your left leg. Make your whole leg rigid, bend your toes back towards your head. Notice where the muscles actually tense. Good, now let go completely. Relax your leg, letting it rest in a comfortable position. Notice the difference between tension and relaxation. Now for a second time, tense your leg, bend your toes back. Now relax your leg completely. Notice the contrasting feelings of relaxation again. Now turn your attention to your other leg, your right leg. Make your whole leg rigid, bend your toes back towards your head. Notice where you're actually tensing the muscles. Good. Now let go completely. Relax your leg, letting it rest in a comfortable position. Notice the difference between tension and relaxation. Now, for a second time, tense your leg, bend your toes back. Now, relax your leg completely and notice the contrasting feelings of relaxation again. Now, without actually trying to physically tense any muscles, just imagine the muscles throughout your whole body tensing up more and more. Try to picture the muscles contracting in your mind's eye. Just imagine what that would feel like. Notice if any tension creeps back into your body as you use your imagination. Now stop imagining, relax your whole body, and just let go of any tension that might have returned. Now, a second time, imagine your whole body growing more tense. And relax your whole body. Let go completely. Release any tension that returned. Now just do nothing. Allow your body to continue relaxing. Keep letting go. Imagine the tension releasing even further, beyond the deepest level of relaxation you've experienced before. Now I'm going to begin counting from 5 down to 0. As I do so, continue releasing the tension from every muscle in your body, even deeper than before. Beginning now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Good. Keep letting go more and more and more. Focus on your breathing for a while. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs as you count to 5 in your mind. Pause and notice where the muscles are actually tense. Exhale slowly. Gesture to yourself as a cue to relax by gently touching your chest. Let your whole body relax completely. Allow your breathing to continue automatically at its own rate. Repeat the word let go, a soothing voice, over and over again in your mind. Let go. Let go. Good. For a second time, take a deep breath in, fill your lungs as you count to 5 in your mind. Pause and notice where the muscles are actually tense. Exhale slowly. Gently gesture to yourself, your hand on your chest to relax. Let your whole body relax completely. Allow your breathing to continue automatically at its own rate inside your imagination. Keep saying the words, let go, let go, let go. You've done well. Take a moment to make a mental note of your peak relaxation level. on a scale from 0 to 100%, where 100% means as relaxed as it's physically possible for you to be, how would you rate the deepest level of relaxation you experienced in this exercise? Remember that number and write it down after you've finished watching. Think of this level of relaxation as your natural state, and throughout the day be on the lookout for any tension that begins to creep back into your body. Remind yourself to nip tension in the bud by relaxing your muscles at the earliest sign, the very first sensation of them contracting. Now I'm going to simply count from 1 up to 5, and as I do so, you can begin slowly moving your body and opening your eyes. Beginning now, 1, starting to think about moving. 2, beginning to move your fingers and toes. 3, beginning to breathe more deeply now. 4, getting ready to open your eyes. 5, opening your eyes now. Take a deep breath, move your hands and feet. Well done. You've completed the exercise. Now continue to remain calm and relax wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and keep observing how you use your muscles throughout the day. Feeling good? The really good thing is that the more you repeat this exercise, the more easily you're going to be able to access those feelings as the neural connections become more fixed. It's like strengthening a muscle. The last session was about sleep, the first element in the self-care skill. This session is about exercise, the second element of the set. And we'll be looking at the others in subsequent videos. This information is based on the NHS guidelines, the physical activity guidelines provided, about recommendations on the amounts, types, and level of intensity of physical activity needed to achieve and maintain good health. Physical activity guidelines recommend that adults be physically active for at least 2 hours and 30 minutes each week. Children need about 60 minutes a day. You can start by being physically active by doing activities such as walking, dancing, cycling, or gardening, and by reducing the amount of time you spend sitting. This session is going to focus on the benefits of physical activity and the specific recommendations for aerobic and strengthening activities, how to do strength training activities, and how to develop and maintain a successful plan for physical activity. Now, according to Cicero, it's exercise that supports the spirits and keeping the mind in vigor. What do you think about this? Exercise certainly contributes to our well-being, but it's just one element. Now, the number of calories varies depending on the various factors, including weight, age, and environmental conditions. This chart provides an estimate of the number of calories males and females may burn doing walking for 30 minutes. This is for household tasks, half an hour. You can see, again, this will be different depending on many factors. This is playing sports for 30 minutes. This is running for half an hour. So the benefits of exercise include increasing our physical well-being, improving our emotional well-being, improving mental alertness, getting better sleep, providing you with more energy, reducing your stress and anxiety, exercise also provides structure to your life and can help prevent weight gain. Just increasing our activity and exercise levels can make an enormous impact on our mood. So, aerobic activities, looking at vigorous aerobic activities, 75 minutes a week, moderate, 150 minutes a week. Moderate would be like going for a walk. Slowly build up the amount of time you're spending exercising. Aim for twice the amount of time indicated above within 3 months. Exercise for at least 10 minutes at a time. And you can combine moderate and vigorous activities. Moderate activities would be ballroom and line dancing, cycling on level ground, canoeing, general gardening, raking, trimming, that sort of thing. Sports where you catch and throw, walking briskly, water aerobics. Vigorous activities would be aerobic dance, cycling faster than 10 miles an hour, heavy gardening, digging, hoeing, hiking uphill, jiu-jitsu, karate, kung fu, race walking, jogging, running, sports with lots of running, swimming laps. So muscle strengthening activities, do these at least 2 days a week. Include all the muscle groups, legs, hips, back, chest, stomach, shoulders, arms. Repeat exercises for each group 8 to 10 times per session. Now, it can be a bit scary making changes in your life, and most people get anxious about trying something new. Some common barriers such as cost, injury or illness, lack of energy, fear of failure, or even the weather can hinder people from getting started. However, practical and emotional support from friends, family, and experts really does help. So, make time. What time do you have available for exercise? You might need to rejig commitments, make room for extra activities, or choose something that fits your busy schedule. Be practical. Will you need support from friends or family to complete your chosen activities, or is there a chance that your active lifestyle will have an impact on others in your life? Find out how much it will cost, and if necessary, what you can do to make it more affordable. Make it right for you. What kind of activity would suit you best? Think about what parts of your body you want to exercise and whether you prefer to be active at home or whether you fancy a change of scenery and would prefer to exercise in a different environment, indoors or outdoors. Make it part of daily life. Adopting a more active lifestyle can be as simple as doing daily tasks more energetically or making small changes to your routine, such as walking up a flight of stairs. Start slowly. If physical activity is new to you, it's best to build up your ability gradually. Focus on task goals, such as improving sports skills or stamina, rather than competition. And keep a record of your activity and review it to provide feedback on your progress. There are many apps and social networks accessible for, for free that can help you. Get out and about. Being outdoors is a prime time for boosting your activity levels, and research suggests that doing physical activity in an outdoor green environment has greater positive effects on well-being compared to physical activity indoors. Now, we talked about serotonin, being outside. It's really important to set goals to measure progress. This might motivate you. Try using a pedometer or an app on your smartphone to measure your speed and distance traveled, or add an extra stomach crunch or swim an extra length at the end of your session. Remember, you won't see improvement from physical conditioning every day. Making a regular commitment to doing physical activity is an achievement in itself, and every activity session can improve your mood. Keep going. Making small changes from leaving the car at home for short journeys or getting off the bus and stop earlier to higher intensity activities like joining in with your children's football game or jogging with the dog can help boost your mood. When was the last time you engaged in regular exercise? What kind of exercise have you been involved with in the past? What type of exercise appeals to you most? Intense, vigorous workouts by yourself, competing with others, social, gentle, aerobic activities. What would you like to gain from exercise? What's the primary thing that would motivate you to exercise? What obstacles get in the way of you engaging in regular exercise? What steps can you take to overcome these obstacles? Are there clubs or organizations nearby that you could join? What type of exercise would you consider doing? What would be a reasonable exercise schedule that you could incorporate into your recovery program? Now we're going to look at a couple of exercises. Remember, if you haven't done any exercise at all for a while, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor before starting out. This is the overhead arm raise. It will strengthen your shoulders and arms. It should make swimming and other activities such as lifting and carrying heavy items easier. You can do this exercise while standing or sitting in a sturdy armless chair. If you haven't been exercising for a while, it's a good idea to start with a 1 pound or 2 pound weights. A tin of beans is just under a pound. A bag of sugar is about 2 pounds. Hold the weight, palm facing upwards. Keep your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Hold the weights at your sides, at the shoulder height, palms facing forward. Breathe in slowly. Slowly breathe out as you raise both arms over your head, keeping your elbows slightly bent. Hold the position for a second. Breathe in as you slowly lower your arms. Repeat 8 to 12 times. Rest. Repeat 8 to 12 more times. As you progress, use heavier weight. Alternate your arms until you can lift the weight with both arms. This is the front arm raise. This exercise will strengthen your shoulders and make lifting groceries easier. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Keep your feet flat on the floor during the exercise. Hold the weights straight down at your sides, palms facing backwards. Keeping them straight, breathe out as you raise both arms in front of you to shoulder height. Hold the position for a second. Breathe in as you slowly lower your arms. Repeat 8 to 12 times. Rest and repeat 8 to 12 more times. As you progress, use a heavier weight and alternate your arms until you can lift the weight comfortably with both arms. How much? How often? Try to do strengthening exercises for all your major muscle groups on 2 or more days per week. But don't exercise the same muscle group 2 days in a row. If you've not done strength training before, you might need to start using 1 or 2 pound weights or no weights at all. The body needs to get used to strength exercises. It should feel somewhere between hard and very hard for you to lift the weight. It shouldn't feel very, very hard. If you can't lift the weight 8 times in a row, it's too heavy for you. Reduce the weight. Take 3 seconds to lift or push a weight into place. Hold the position for a second and take another 3 seconds to return to your starting position. Don't let the weight drop. Returning it slowly is very important. This is one complete movement of an exercise or repetition. Start by lifting 8 times, working up to 8 to 12 repetitions for each exercise. If you can't do that many at first, do as many as you can. You may be able to build this up, and that could be one of your goals. When you can do 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions easily, increase the amount of weight at the next session and keep repeating. Now, a note on safety. Talk to your doctor if you are unsure about doing any particular exercise. For example, if you've had a hip or back surgery, talk about which exercises might be best for you. Don't hold your breath during strength exercises. Holding your breath while straining can cause changes in blood pressure. Breathe regularly. Proper and safe form of exercise go hand in hand. For some exercises, you may want to start by alternating arms and work your way up to using both arms at the same time. If it's difficult for you to hold hand weights, try using wrist weights. To prevent injury, don't jerk or thrust weights into position. Use smooth, steady movements. Avoid locking your arm and leg joints in a tightly straightened position. To straighten your knees, tighten your thigh muscles. This will lift your kneecaps and protect them. Muscle soreness lasting a few days and slight fatigue are normal after muscle building exercises, at least at first. After doing these exercises for a few weeks, you'll probably not be sore after your workout. So pause the video, take a screenshot. This is an example of a healthy living plan. Most days of the week, try to get about 30 minutes in. Aerobic exercises, flexibility exercises, strength exercises, alternating them. Recreational activities. And cut down and watching TV. So we looked at how knowing this stuff isn't any good unless you do it. Practice some cue-controlled relaxation. We reviewed the NHS guidelines for exercise. We looked at overcoming some barriers to exercise. We looked at aerobic exercise and how much, how often. We looked at muscle strengthening exercise and safety. How might you use this stuff to help you move forward to the life you want to live? This is my email or my phone number. Please feel free to contact me if you have any thoughts or questions about any of the things we've discussed. Thanks a lot for watching.